Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with one of his, I guess I'm his mentor. He's my mentor. He helps get my mindset right. But what he's going to do here in episode 1 is talk about a couple of Southern California markets, both Orange County and then San Bernardino County. I'm going to guess, I don't know either. They're acting very, very differently today. But folks, this is why we got to pay attention. How you doing, Adrian?
Good morning, everybody. I'm alive. I'm excited, full of energy, ready for the call. Let's go.
There you go. There you go. So, hey, I want to talk about the market. You are a real estate broker, real estate agent. You are probably seeing lots of things. You are really in what I will call 2 different markets.
Yeah.
Again, you can tell us, but I'm just going to guess Orange County, very small footprint, high incomes, probably still, I don't want to say on fire, but still transacting. For sure. And then there's San Bernardino, smaller price point, different inventory. I'm going to guess softer, but again, you tell me.
Spot on.
I've been doing this a while.
Absolutely spot on. So we flip majority of our flips are in San Bernardino County. Okay. So, Inland Empire, more specific, right? So yep. San Bernardino, Colton, Fontana, Rialto, that whole corridor. Mm-hmm. And we are seeing a little bit of it's interesting compared to where we do our listings, where we work with buyers, where most of our brokerage production comes from, which will be Orange County market, mm-hmm. where you look at a $450 average sales price compared to a $950 average sales price.
Right.
And what we're noticing, so I have a condo on the market in Orange County. It's at $950 condo, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, just under 2,000 square feet. We put it on the market. Neighbor 3 weeks ago put it on for $999, got $1 million offer the next day, went into escrow. This is for a condo.
Okay.
Went on the market 2 weeks later. We went on the market 2 weeks later, nothing.
Ooh.
Nothing. We went on at $975. They're at $999. We had to take the property off the market, go back on at $950. We've been on the market 9 days. We only have one offer.
Interesting. This is Orange County.
This is Orange County. So I got and this is a particular area called Ladera Ranch. Okay. So I got on a call with 2 of the other known agents in that market, right? Yeah. And I go, hey guys, are you saying, is this just an anonymity or are you seeing the same thing? They said they go, dude, you're spot on. Within 2 weeks, it went to a complete halt like that.
So even the higher, so that's very interesting. So even Orange County, dude, the buyers, it's a buyer's revolt. Buyers are backing out.
And so for instance, we send a counter, agent calls saying, hey man, I'm really unsure. The clients have this weird, iffy feeling that we're just at the top of the market. They're just paying too much for the house. Right. And so I'm getting that on multiple different listings right now.
Interesting.
I had a listing on the market 3 weeks ago, sold in 3 days. 9 days later, another house comes up for sale, still on the market today.
Wow.
Which is very interesting. Now you take a look at our San Bernardino.
Well, hold on. I want to play with Orange County a little bit. So again, Orange County active listings, 2 months ago would have been how much? Are we talking like 150 or what are we talking?
Well, if you just look at South Orange County, no, there was only like 35, 45.
Yeah. So let's call it 50, right? So what would it be today? I mean, is inventory stacking?
It's like 121. It's almost double.
Yeah. So that's very interesting. This, again, the higher end. So what does that mean to me? So I called it real estate slowdown. I called it even for the higher areas, right? So I feel good, but this is just beginning. So go ahead.
Well, we're seeing it in little pockets.
Yeah. But it's going to spread, right? It starts exactly. Somewhere and then
it's spot on because 7 miles down the road in San Juan, our agent has a property on the market within 2 days, got 30K over. She has that at 1.9, but it's a house. It's not a condo.
Yes.
Right. So I'm noticing there's little sectors that are starting to experience this. And like you're saying, it's just going to start to spread. It's just a matter of time. And in San Bernardino, we're noticing the same exact thing. Certain areas, nothing. Certain specific areas, still through the roof, on fire.
That's interesting. So like the last year or so, again, focusing on Orange County first, what % of offers were truly cash?
There was a lot.
Like 50%, 60?
No, let's say about 40%, 40% were cash.
Yeah, the reason I ask that is twofold. One is the cash buyer is not interest rate sensitive, right? They don't give a rat's ass if it's 3 or 6%. However, the cash buyers will get to a point where they're like, I'm going to keep my dry powder safe.
Yep.
And that, because again, a lot of people say cash buyers are going to buy anyway. Dude, I know cash buyers. I know lots of people worth I know people that can write a 7-figure check and not feel it. They are getting cash. They're saying like, ooh, I'm just going to keep the dry powder here because I feel safe.
Yep.
That's what happened in the last crisis. Again, people talk about, hey, well, I'm going to get aggressive if prices fall. No, you're not. You're going to be scared like everybody else, right? That's why I was buying stuff cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. So it's going to be interesting to see. Like I live in the Silicon Valley, as you know. The Silicon Valley is in trouble, man. We're going to have lots of tech layoffs. It's going to be a very different market. Again, what is painful for the Bay Area probably is not painful for Texas, probably not painful for Colorado. It's a different market, right? But man, it's this is going to be fun to watch. So now let's talk about San Bernardino. Price points cut in half. It's what is it, like 2 hours apart? Like driving
about an hour.
Okay, so it's not another state, but
if I'm driving the Prius an hour, if I'm in another car, 40 minutes, 35 and some change. That's about an hour, but yeah. So I had to throw that out there. We were talking about insurance costs this morning. I'm like,
oh my gosh,
I got to grow up. I'm having a child, so I'm going to grow up. I'm assuming so. My Zuber a little bit. All right, so San Bernardino, right? Mm-hmm. Most of our flips, average sales price $450. You know, we're buying things $250, selling them for $350. Mm-hmm. We're noticing, so we have a unique property in San Bernardino right now, 3,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, 5.
That's on the big side.
That's on the big side, right? And we're just about to go onto the market with that one, so that one's going to be interesting to see. We're noticing we had one down the street, $450. We got a $480 offer in a week.
So I want to go back to the 6-bedroom because I just had a crazy idea given all my other expert discussions. That's not quite listed, right? Doesn't sound like. I would actually change your marketing plan. The first line I would put in the listing is perfect house hacking opportunity. Sell it as house hacking, right? 6 bedrooms, right? We have Spencer Cornelia, who only buys 5 bedrooms in Texas. Todd Baldwin, another expert I have on the channel. He has roommates. I would position house hacking. And I'm guessing you have a master suite or maybe even 2 master suites. See, I've been doing this a while. I would sell it as, that's got to be again, think about house hacking. Somebody comes in 3.5% down. It's probably 10 grand. They can house hack it. They'll live for free. I would say house hack bedrooms. Live for free. Market it that way. You'll
so good. They call him the man.
You could throw me my $500 fee when it goes listing or closes.
Send over my check.
I just want $500. No big deal. I'm kidding.
So good. I love it.
Yeah. So okay. So what is the median price in San Bernardino? $450.
It's about 4. Yeah.
Yeah. $450.
It was 4. The last month we saw $450. We were getting things that you would never, we had a tight deal. The one that I just mentioned that we got a $480 offer on. We thought we were going to sell at $430. Then we went to $450 and we got a $480 offer. Yeah. And that was a week ago.
Yeah. That's the whole champagne cork, people rushing in before rates went up.
Yep.
Which is now, that's what's over, right? Yeah. The last people that got in who had a rate lock, they got in. Now it's a totally different ballgame, 250 basis points. Yep. Again, I think marketing needs to change. I think we need to sell house hacking where properties, I think anything 5 bedrooms and above, I would talk house hacking. I think we just need to market different. Yeah. I also think you need to run away from any flip, in $1 million flip. Because I'm sure San Bernardino has some nice stuff. I would not touch that today.
No. Looking at buying it to start, absolutely not. Right. Thankfully, we're on the tail end of this. Mm-hmm. But it's interesting. So we had a very similar house compared to the one that went on that just sold for $480. Mm-hmm. We went on yesterday, 4 blocks up the road, 5 blocks up the road, no showings. Mm. It was like that. So I'm curious to know what's going to take place in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
The beauty of all this is we will be talking every Wednesday, so we will know the updates every week. So if I were to kind of summarize Orange County, I think both markets are slowing down. I think getting into new flips, you got to be hyper sensitive, carrying costs. That's what a lot of flippers are going to get burned by. They're used to 14-day, cash offers. Dude, your carrying costs now are going to be months longer.
And so what we're doing on our flips, right? Bought 3 yesterday. I'm just making sure that there is enough profit margin for market adjustment up to, call it 20%.
Yeah.
Because worst case scenario, I can dump it, get out. I may make nothing, but at least I don't lose on the deal.
Yeah, that's the key. I mean, again, I talk about one guy I knew in the last crisis who was flipping $1 million homes where I'm at, and he was worth a legit 10 figures. He didn't take a small loss on one, and that one loss caused a cascading of events where he lost everything. Sometimes you just need to take the small loss and keep fighting.
Keep running. Yeah. So for everybody, buy new deals. Keep in a healthy margin, guys. If it looks tight right now, don't do it.
Don't do it. No.
Don't do it, because it's just going to be much, much, much tighter. And here's the thing. We don't know. We have an idea. We have an idea of what's going to happen, but we don't know. It could be way worse. It could be 35, 40%.
Could be.
Right? It could be. I'm not saying it is.
No,
I'm just saying.
We don't know yet. It's coming. Yeah, folks. So we will be talking to Adrian every week about Orange County and San Bernardino. Way you can find it on his playlist on this channel. Dozens of hours of material. Go back and watch. We will start every Wednesday with this market update. Where can people find you?
Instagram at Adrian Hernandez, YouTube, type in at Adrian Hernandez and click on, you'll find me. Do it that way though, because it makes the algorithm a little bit better.
All right. There you go. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.